Hold on. All right, let me get back on the chat here. YouTube should be coming in just a moment. Took some sells after the stream. Nice. How did they go? How'd it go? I mean, we just melted after Asian. We just never came up for that daily top wick. It was like not happening. Not happening at all. I think YouTube's live. Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to figure all it out. Yeah, I think they're good. YouTube, how we feeling? Are you guys here? Spam an 8 in the chat if you're here. Little 8 ski. It's live? Okay, cool. All right, cool. So if you guys just arrived, we're basically looking for some opportunities maybe to go long here as the 1 hour candle closes up. So it looks like we broke the low on the 30 a little bit earlier, or I'm sorry, the 15 here and the 30, and now we're pumping back up here. So we'll see what happens. 4 hours still bullish. Daily still got no top wick on it, so pretty interesting, right? No top wick on the daily. 4 hours starting to get real bullish with that support being formed. 1 hour creeping back up here. I think this would have been a great move, but it doesn't look like it was that good, right? When the 30-minute pushed up first and then rejected. So you had a big rejection here. Probably a lot of sellers got involved right there, but that was the 4 hour making its lower wick, and now we're starting to pump up here. So we'll see. We're getting an hour closure in about 2 minutes. Okay, YouTube is here. All right, what up, YouTube? How y'all feeling? Welcome in. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. What's good? Oh, and in London. Nice. Positive mind getting to it. Let's go. All I was dreaming about was hanging out with a bunch of 8-figure traders. It was crazy. It was a wild dream. It might have been because I was just staring at this for about 25 minutes before I went to bed last night. Just staring at it. Can you see it? Can you dream with me for a moment? Can you believe life can do it for you? Can you believe you could do it for you? Pretty cool, right? If someone else got it, why not you? Can you see it? Can you feel it? Can you picture it in your imagination with me for just a moment? Why not? Let's do it. Beautiful, right? London trade looked pretty good to me. Yeah, London trade looked pretty nice. Nice resistance being formed here, right at this level of resistance to the left. I'm not exactly sure where the entry and all that was, but the move itself, the idea was pretty good, especially coming back down to the lows here. All right, we get ourselves a closure on gold. So we do get a strong one. Oh, almost no top wick on that candle, though. Wow, that's a bummer. That looked like price was going somewhere. Looks good, right? Why not you? Do I remember my first 10K month? I do. I remember my first. I mean, it wasn't like I made 10K that month and it was just 10K plus every month after that. So, but I do remember my first payouts and all that stuff. And, you know, the first time I started making like $10,000, $15,000 a month with trading. And that was, you know, off of like FTMO and my forex funds and all that. So I do remember those days. And I mean, those were some epic days. You know, those were some days that just broke the dam open, you know, created that momentum that I was searching for and seeking after, you know, with all my time commitment and dedication and whatnot, and it finally broke through. So I remember those days crystal clear, and I'll never forget them. Actually, I was going through, you know how Snapchat gives you all the, you know, the old pictures and whatnot? Yeah, I seen a bunch of my old payouts come through. Bunch of them old my forex funds from Alicia. What was her name? Alicia, I think. Epic. It's been moving without Wix all week, man. All week, right? Music's a bit high on YouTube. I don't know why it's louder on YouTube. Y'all gotta come in. Y'all gotta get in the clubhouse, man. I'm telling y'all. You gotta get in Zoom, man. My question is, why not? Like, why not get in the clubhouse? Like, why keep thinking that, hey, if I just get with them in the New York session, you know, like, you're missing out on Asian, the webinars, the course. I mean, like, you're missing out on so much that you could be taking advantage of, trying to shortcut the shortcut on the cheap end. Invest into yourself, right? Get the knowledge that you need so you can go out and win big and, you know, win big quickly. You don't want to spend too much time, right? Just kind of trying to get by. As quick as you can, get in there. Not that I need you in there. I really don't, man. I don't need you guys in there. I think you need you in there, right? So it's an epic environment, and it's perfectly set up for growth. People like freebies. Yeah, but free don't get you, you know, to the high tops in life. Remember, everything got a hook on it, like he said in King Richard. He said everything got a hook on it. Nah, no options for New York or Asian or none of that. Nope. I'm telling you, you're missing out on the courses. The course is what you guys need. All you really need. Who knows? You could be like 1 or 2 weekends away from studying that course and going through some of that webinar material to have your breakthrough, right? But, you know, you don't want to waste too much time, I promise you. Mentorship changed my life forever. Like, anytime I jump, like, you know, I'm in John Maxwell and Ed Milet's mentorship group right now. I'm in multiple mentorships myself. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you're still not getting it, I mean, you got to do something about it. And y'all know I don't like to promote the clubhouse and talk about it too much, but what are you waiting for? That's the question. London is a good L. Yeah, I think London was pretty good L, yeah. Yeah, again, you got a nice little resistance over here. Price comes up to it, closes below it. Nice volume coming in pre-London, and then, yeah, nice move down, too. Filled the wick here. Filled the wick. Baseline, shut up, man. The only reason you're here is for me to make you money. You came here to make money off me. Stop playing. Can we all be honest? Let's be honest. We're friends here, but y'all come here so I can make you money. Come on, can we just be honest? We're keeping it real on this bank holiday Friday. Come on, brother. Come on. And you know what? That's cool. That's all right. You know, but if you want more of it, you gotta pay the fee. You gotta pay the fee. What up, Ben's jamming? Nah, man, we just come here because we just like you, you know. We just like you. Yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. I come to see your analysis. There you go. Yeah, because you want to make, you basically, you know, you're trying to see the analysis so you can make money from the analysis. And look, I'm cool with that. I'm perfectly cool with that, right? That's why I show up here. Are we taking a trade today? We'll see. If we get, just like every day, if we can get a nice little setup, then you already know. You already know. I need to make 20 grand today. I don't know about you guys, but I need to make about $22,000 today. So we'll see if we can pull it off. My first payout will be spent. Hey, okay. You talk me out of dumb trades. Let's get it. Whatever you come for, it always ties back to living a better life and making more money. Whether it's psychology, vibes, gems, trades, it all ties back to just being better. You know what I mean? And it's good. It's a good thing. I need 2,500. Any recommendations on accounts in the UK? I don't know, but I'm sure someone else does. I'm sure someone else does. I think a lot of the guys in the UK use Tradeovate, don't they? Magnus, how you feeling? Isn't Magnus in the UK? I don't know. Is Denmark in the UK?
Did you just say Denmark in the UK?
Oh, snap.
What's up, man?
You're what's up? How you feeling?
Goodness.
Good?
Yes, sir. Of course. Incredible. How about you?
Yeah, excellent, brother. Excellent.
Bro,
Great to
Denmark
see you,
is in the UK, yeah.
Good sales in London, pre-London.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. The thing is, I looked the wick fill there. You said wick fill, and we filled it and all that. But then again, that was also the 4-hour breakup low for the wick fill, and we were so extremely bearish there, so we held that.
I see.
Because of the trend.
So it was a rebreak of the low?
A rebreak of 4-hour low too.
Gotcha.
And we were like, okay, cool. We got a strong 15. We got the 4-hour rebreak of low. I'm holding this thing.
Love it.
But yeah, we didn't run down. So it is what it is.
All Gucci. All Gucci. Look like a good
Yes, sir.
trade to me.
Yes, sir. Because we had big stops there too. Because we were expecting a little bit of maybe some drawdown before we kind of got the move. But that resistance should do the job for the 4-hour, you know. So yeah, but look good.
Yes, sir. I've made money today. I'm here because let's get it. He's in routine. Let's go, Albert. What up, Z Gamer?
Let's get it.
Let's go. Let's go. Will you go live for all sessions in the clubhouse when you're at the meetup? Yes, of course. Of course. Would you recommend my first funded account? First one, I always like Top One. You know, Top One's probably my favorite company to get funded with. You could also try TX3. I just got a 100K instant funded account with TX3. So I'm gonna start running it up with them as well. So I would go with one of those two, or you know, obviously there's always like Tradeify and Apex, but either Top One or TX3 or like Tradeify, I think. Get a nice cheap one too. Don't buy any sort of like expensive one or anything like that. And I wouldn't even go with an instant funded. I'd just get the evaluation or the challenge account one and just practice on it. TX3 uses Tradeovate. Yeah, Tradeovate. They'll have they said they'll have Trade C as well as an option next week next week I think. Are we gonna see a move out of the 4-hour up? You know, the issue with the 4-hour as well is like, if you look left, you have this chop over here to the left, and we may want to stay like below that box here, you know, just kind of run right back into it. You also have all these levels over here that price is, you know, could get jammed up in. So it's probably why your 1 hour close with no top wick, or little to no top wick.
Yeah.
If you have 2 videos on the playbook on your YouTube playlist, what other content in the clubhouse? Basically everything. Yeah, I have a whole updated playbook 3.0 fully updated, and then there's probably about 15 or 16 videos that break down the details and the nuances of the playbook itself. So there's a lot of content in the course and all that. The course. Plus you get what's nice too is you get the replay of all the sessions, which is always good because it's nice to be able to review those sessions from London or Asian and all that. So I mean, even me, I go into the London sesh a lot and see how you guys did and check out the session and all that. So it's nice. What up, Leisker?
Yes, sir.
The meetup. Green Day banner only for YouTube, or is it the lot? Yeah, basically everything. Clubhouse, YouTube. Just it's basically my own personal daily trading. It's TX3 forex. They are futures. Yeah, they're like a mother or sister company to Top Tier Trader, which is a forex company, a forex funded company. I never used Zoom before. Can you guide me through the process? How to join? You can email us at info@timedaytrading.com and we'll take care of it for you, no problem. The team will get to it, but just, yeah, it's pretty simple. Pretty simple. Most recommended course video? I don't know. I think they're all good. You know, you got to watch them all. Yeah, you got to watch them all. What's good too is I made them so that they're not that long. I made them so that they're very easy to digest. Let me show you guys. So right here, so I made these so that you can pretty much just go through them really quickly, like 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. So it's all about, you know, how to read candles, understanding the playbook. It's a 48-minute video on the playbook 3.0, which is pretty much all the positions. You know, I talk about the breakout, onion, celery, fade, inverted celery, all that good stuff. Entries, pack runner, liquidity. I mean, we talk about the pack runner for 11 minutes, right? Talk about liquidity for 10 minutes, valid support and resistance, all this good stuff. Why we use limit orders, how to do a fresh top-down analysis, all the little details that come with the playbook itself, how to run impulse entries, how to correlate time frames, right? This is very, very, very important, probably the most important section outside of the playbook in here, and then risk management and all that. Then we got a big PDF and all that to go through as well. So that's pretty much what you have in the course. And then if you go back here, you'll go to these webinars, and this is where you get really, really in depth. I mean, there's a technical analysis webinar that I did from about 2 years ago. Very, very, I mean, these are almost 3 hours each video. So just me yapping about technical analysis literally for 6 hours. You got correlation of time frames for 1 hour 20, another one for 1 hour 20. So we talk a lot in here. These are going to be like our weekend webinars that we do. Rafi does an incredible job at these as well when it comes to like handling emotions and all that good stuff. We talk about goal setting, how to read candles, price action, basically everything and anything that we need to cover, we cover. So that's what you got in there. So that's what else you're missing out on. So, you know, imagine having the trader who has the New York session and they can come hang out here every day and learn, and then the trader who has every session and all of that information, and you know, they're able to go to work with it. So who do you think is going to pick it up quicker?
Thanks, man.
Is it wise to go funded or live account with 500? I would go funded. You know, I would go with top one futures right now, and I would go with the buy one get one free accounts that are $39 each. So for 39 bucks, you can get 2 accounts, right? And now you have all that. How much was it again? 500? Yeah, you got 500 bucks. So for literally 40 bucks, you can be in, right, and ready to trade. I'm a little biased. I'd take the other 180. I'd put that towards the clubhouse so you can get educated, or maybe somebody else's clubhouse or somebody else's mentorship. You know, if it's mine, great. If not, I would find myself an educational community to get involved in, not to talk and not to, you know, brag and become a, you know, awesome chat member, which I think that's great too, but to learn, right? To learn, make sure I'm getting it down. And now look, I'm like, what, 220 bucks in, still got half my 500 bucks in case I blow those funded accounts, which I probably will, right, as a beginner at some point. So that's probably the way I would do it. You got to be wise, you know, read The Richest Man in Babylon. You got to be wise with your investment, wise with your nest egg and stuff. Clubhouse, just hit ! Clubhouse and you can join us there. You got the link in the description too. And yeah, we'll be doing a webinar tomorrow. Every Saturday we do the webinars. So, what's better, watching your previous live streams or getting in the Clubhouse? I don't know, Magnus. What do you think? I mean, the old live streams they're good, but they're old.
Yeah, I mean, you want to get the new information from now. We always get better too, so that's the thing.
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's what the webinars are for too. I mean, we discuss everything we do, and we get better off the things we do.
Something nice about the webinar is like we'll hit on recent topics. Like if we learned something in the market last week, we're talking about it on the webinar this week. You know, we're going over it, we're reviewing it, and we're staying on top of it like that. So that way we learn it this week. We go over it and we review it over the weekend on how to spot it next time, what to do next time, and then next week we see it and boom, we start applying. So everything that we teach there is extremely applicable almost right away. So it's really nice. All right, there's a possible selling opportunity here. You got 13 minutes left on the 15-minute candle. The 4 hours still very bullish. So I am open to getting in this, but for me it has to be at 9:30. So not here at 9:15 with that 4 hour still being very bullish. Daily, you know, also being bullish too, right? Could be just making a lower wick too. So a nice clean 30 closure at 9:30. I like this. Or, you know, we can maybe get a little celery play too, you know, with the 15 minutes. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm with that. That sounds good.
But this zone here plays it's irrelevant on the 30 and a 15. So I think the main zone on the 15 would be over here to the left, and that you don't have a closure of below yet either. So but we could move down. I like the sells at 9:30 if we can create resistance here. Saying, man, how we feeling? What time are the webinars? 11 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, 11 a.m. Rafi will be back in action here. I would assume by yeah, next. I don't know. I don't know if he wants me to tell y'all. He could tell you guys.
It's a surprise, man.
It's a surprise. Oh, 5-minute rule? Is that on the futures, or if it's on futures, I'll let them know about it. Say, yo, you gotta get that out of there ASAP. ASAP. Nice ice cold excess. Put some more.
Nothing better than that.
What you guys doing
Just
this weekend, chat? What y'all up to? What you got going on this weekend, Magnus?
Nothing much, man. The webinar coming up and just chilling here. It's gonna be good weather too, so we're gonna see.
Oh, nice.
Maybe some beach or something.
The beach. Let's go.
Yeah. So.
New York, man, looks cold up there. I was watching the golf tournament.
Yeah.
It's in the Hamptons, and then I seen people wearing sweaters. Even the golfers
Bro,
wearing
it's
long
colder
sleeves.
than here.
It's cold there?
Yeah, it's colder than here.
Oh,
like
it's colder
in New
than
York.
there. Yeah.
Wild. Yeah, Dre, right? Nothing much, you know, just the webinar coming up here.
I remember when I used to be like, what's this weekend? This is my Saturday to work. Yes, I'll be working Saturday and then try and squeeze something in Sunday. I remember it, man.
It's the worst. Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Worst.
To this day.
To this day.
Son. So the reason we're not jumping and so jumpy at these sells here is just simply because that 4 hour candle, right, could explode here and just continue pushing up. But like I said, I have a little theory going on. I got a little... Oh, that's probably green trying to get in. All right, one sec. Yeah, I have a little theory here that we might be rejecting these levels right here. So this little box right there might be starting to reject that. So I would be open for the sells, but I definitely need a good closure on a higher time frame, like 30-minute, before I get in with the 4 hour literally being bullish, right, at support after breaking the highs here. Hi, Nick. Long time seeing you. I was on a trip for 1 month. Hey, welcome back. I hope you had a great trip. Have a great trip. See you next fall. Who's ever heard that? Never heard that. That's some dad joke right there. I remember my dad would say that. I trip in fall or something like, hey, hope you had a good trip. See you next fall. Haven't heard that one in a minute. Hey, yo. Where is this? Oh, yes, this is green. Okay, got it. All right, green. You're approved.
Green, right?
You're approved. Got it. Are you good, Greenie?
Greeny.
Yeah, Rafi coming back swinging out here. Trust me. Am I looking for a buy or sell? Some of us are not perfect in English, so please make it simple. Okay, cool. So I am looking for, yeah, potential sells below here. So let's mark it off. Let me jot it down. Sells below. Let me get this. Sells below here, which is like that 15-minute level to the left. But if we remain above it, then I still like the buys, right? So even if we close at no bottom wick or something like that too, right? That'll also work, like no bottom wick, and then we wait for a closure back above on the 15-minute time frame, and then kind of 9:30 we'll do that, and then 9:45 we take this trade to move back up with that 4-hour candle. So that would work as well. Or if we end up closing above, I might be interested. I mean, I do need to make like 22,000 today. So if we close above, I might be interested in this impulse entry on the break of the highs, because if we start breaking down, fail to fill the wick, and then come up and break the highs, there's a very high chance, right, that we're going to move up, especially if this red candle we're looking at closes back above the range here. So I'd be open for potential impulse entry here at 9:30. If it doesn't make perfect sense, then I can always wait on 9:45 to close bullish and then take that as well.
What range are you looking
I'm
at
desperate,
there?
but I'm not that desperate.
What's to the left? That one.
15-minute
Oh, that one. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Playbook 3.0 is in the clubhouse. Yeah, in the clubhouse. I got it all set up and ready for you. Got it all set up and ready for you. I think it's like a 48. Yeah, it's almost an hour long, this video. Okay, gang. Welcome in. All right, there's the start.
Welcome in.
It's good though. It's real good. Talks about the breakdown, the mentality of the breakdown. The playbook. Why to use a playbook. The reasonings behind it. Little definitions in it, and then every single video after that just kind of, gives you the nuances and the details that I might brush through a little quickly in the actual full video. It's all there for you. Little bank holiday though. We got some action here though.
Bro, there's more action than in a normal day sometimes.
That's what I was
Like
saying
what?
yesterday. Like, it's just things aren't what they used to be. Now like
Literally
price used to
not.
consolidate during a bank holiday, and push during the regular days. Now it consolidates during the regular days and pushes on the bank holidays. So it's a little different.
Yeah, and same with red folder news. Now they turned orange, first of all. And the second thing, they don't even have an impact anymore.
Yeah.
Like there's more volume when there's not news.
True.
Right, like anything else than FOMC though. I mean, that one still.
That was the kicker. That was the starter this year.
Yeah, I love that.
Could you check my trade from yesterday? Yeah, just let me know where it was and I'll take a look at it. What time frame, where it was, and I'll go to it. What if you get 15K today? I mean, I'll take that. I'll take that. I never met a 15K I didn't really like, so. How much time should we wait for a candle to make a low? Usually, it's not always about the time, because sometimes, let's say you get this breakout here, and then, price just wicks up, starts coming down, and taps that level all within, a minute or so. Typically, I'm going to have a buy stop here on the break of that high. So just know that when you're looking for, especially on a breakout, that's your ideal perfect bottom wick, is that candle retesting the zone that the breakout candle came from. All right, so a nice lower wick back in there. Sometimes that takes a minute, sometimes it takes 10 minutes, but once it's in play, then you decide whether or not you want a current candle entry or a previous, and then you're good to go. Yeah. And then anytime you can, I would advise to keep your stops below the previous candle low, not the current candle, but the previous candle. If you go on holiday, will you still trade? Not on YouTube, just still on for yourself? Yeah. I mean, I don't go on holiday. I just be grind. I just be here. Life is a holiday for me. You know, I enjoy doing this. I don't even want to like bounce too often, but when I do, I trade within the clubhouse. So I'm always in the clubhouse no matter what. So sometimes like if I'm a little busy or not in a good place to host it, I'll have like Magnus will be like, yo, I'll host it, or John, and then we kind of all collectively get together on it. But yeah, I still trade. You know, if it's like a weekend trip and I leave, like let's say I get to my trip on a Friday or something, sometimes I won't trade because, you know, I'm just busy in the morning or whatever, so I'm outside of my element, so I won't trade. But if I'm staying somewhere and I'm there for like a week or something, then absolutely, definitely gotta trade, or at least, you know, show up and look for trades. Just curious, why do you trade on a national holiday? You know, I'm 50% here for the trading today. I'm 50% here to possibly say something that could impact someone's life. So, you know, I'm not just here for the trading. I'm here for, you know, the stream too, and to help people, educate them, and answer any questions that they have, and, you know, all that good stuff. Class is in session, baby.
It's like 50% professional revenge trading here today.
Because that 22 grand ain't gonna make itself back, I'll tell you that.
It ain't gonna make itself, right?
Oh, you're funny, bro. I got 22,000 reasons to be here today. Hey, this could actually be my first like red week in a while. It could be. Let me pop this up here. I mean, it's not bad though, you know, like imagine losing like 24,000, 22,000 on one day and only being down like 3K on the week. So it's still not that bad, but if we don't do something here today, you know, we might end this week red. We're down 3,400 on the week so far. So we'll see. Too easy. That's basically that's one trade at this point. So we see if we can get it back today.
Yeah, man, we will. Red week for me too right now, so we'll see. Not much.
Yeah, I think I had maybe one or two. I think I had one other red week at some point. It was only, one red week in, oh no, that was July. Oof, so we did close below here. So 30 closes below. 15 didn't really do much work. What time is it? 9:30 here too. So yeah, I mean, possibilities for some trades. Let's see if we can get a good top wick here, and then possible break of the lows to come back down into pretty much the bottom of the range, right? I don't see us moving too crazy today, but maybe back into the bottom of the range could do. But we're gonna need a good top wick because this stop loss over here is like 222 pips. So yeah, let's see if we could push up a little heavier. You got a 30-minute candle here, so we could get maybe a top wick up towards like 89, and then have a sell stop on the break of the lows, and then we're gonna use that as our stop too. So that itself is 120 pip stop.
Yeah, bro, wild.
Yo, what's going on here?
Mr. Gems is here too.
Johnny Gems? Hey, John. How are you?
Yo, what's up, boys?
What's up, John? Good to see you here.
What up, Nick? What up, Magnus? How you guys doing?
Hey, how are you?
Good session there earlier, John.
Yes, sir, man. Great session. Great lunch session, man. Really was.
Bro, what a trade there. I can't believe that.
Money trade, bro. I'll take that all day, every day.
So money. I'll take that every damn day. Yep.
I know, man.
That's the best about it.
That was the best part about it, man. It fit our plan.
Yep.
Plan the trade,
Yep.
trade the plan. I like this here too, but I'm gonna need a better, like a decent top wick. Decent top wick, especially with this 4-hour candle.
Crazy that there's so clean like price action here on a bank holiday, bro.
I know.
Right.
Such clean range.
What's up, chat? Morning, evening, good afternoon. Yeah, Asian session, great. London session, great.
Chatty chat.
Time to have a great session here.
There've been a lot of great sessions this week. A lot of great sessions.
Really has been, bro. Really has been.
Plus the weekend. The weekend prepared us so well to take a loss this week. You know, everything that we went
That
over in the
webinar.
week. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to pick up on the market's lessons, you know, that, you know, you're asking to learn and the market's giving you those opportunities. And it's just like, are you paying attention to them? You know, and if you are, you're going to pick it up and start moving with it. If you're not, you're going to just, you know, kind of think, man, how come I don't get it? How come I can't get it? And it's mainly because, you know, the nuances that need to be focused on, you just kind of letting them go, right? So keep that in mind. Lock in when you're in these sessions and make sure you're watching candles and watching how things perform. Like, sometimes I'll say, like last night, we were about to get into a trade. We're like, nah, we need a better wick. We need a better wick, right? And what happened? We stayed out, and then anyone who was in that trade would have got absolutely smoked, right, in that position. So it's about those little details that make things so precise.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just another day, got to do our job here. And just like any job, there's pros and cons with that job. You know, we all love making money, but we got to deal with the cons of the job too, which is like a losing streak and a red week. You know, just comes with the job.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
How can we determine a better, decent top wick? Well, look how far this candle's moved, right? So there's different, so you'll kind of hear me talk a little different when you get different closures, right? So let's say that candle closed like this instead. Okay, I would not need a steeper top wick here, right? I would just get in off of the top wick. Remember, if it taps back that zone, I would get in here for that trade, right? But being that the candle had moved so far, right? This candle kind of closed like this. That's where you would rather see a better top wick, because a lot of times sellers are going to get activated here, or maybe even when it breaks the lows there, and then price will break those highs again, because we know that sellers are going to keep their stops here, not up here. That's too wide, right? So it kind of grabs liquidity, stops those buyers out, creates a better top wick, and then, you know, next time it breaks the lows, it gets going. So different candle confirmations require different entry, like signals or whatnot. So anytime it's moved so far like this, you don't need it, right? But let's say we had something that was like this, where you kind of close bearish below, big rejection. I don't really need much of a top wick on that, right? Because I see the rejection already. I see the bullish volume and bearish volume in play, right? I know probably a little top wick is all we're going to get there, and then off to the races we go. But here, I'm forced to use this as my stop loss, and the market knows that. So a lot of times you get a little break and then a push back up and then a little break up here, and then it'll either move bullish, right, with the 4-hour, or when it comes crashing down the next time, it'll usually break the low and get going. So it's just, again, those little tiny details that go into it that most people don't pick up on, because they're just, you know, not as focused maybe as they should be, or maybe they don't know, you know, to be that focused when you're looking at candles and trying to study all different scenarios. Yeah, if we break the high, basically if we break the highs now, we can set the sell stops. And now we know, okay, if we break the lows again, very, very high probability of us moving down. But if we don't, then at least we're not in the sell, and we still have a bullet to throw or shoot at the buy, right? If the candle closes back above the range with that 4-hour being bullish. So that's my thought process here. It's like, I'll wait, get exactly what I want. That way, once it breaks the high, now I can set the sell stop. And if it doesn't activate, right, then I'll sit tight, wait for the buys. And if it does go back down, I'll be there to get in. But this could still work. You know, it's 9:30. There's a lot of volume. You're threatening the lows here. It's just, is it giving you the entry or the setup that you specifically want to risk your money, right? That's the main question here. So setup is there. I would love to see just one more break of the high.
Yeah, I do agree. Otherwise, you're gonna have.
By the way,
250,
if the 4 hour was bearish, we'd be in here, right? But the 4 hours technically still bullish. We've already broken the highs, so you don't want to get nipped in here, and then all of a sudden that 4 hour candle starts running again, right? Looking to move up, and then starts pushing up like that here. So that's kind of what we got to be on the lookout for.
Same with the 1 hour.
Yeah, I was just about to say, look at that 1 hour too.
And the 1 hour, yep.
Yeah.
1 hour closing no top wick, which is good, you know, but that's just not the full confirmation that we need.
Could pop up too.
Yeah.
Because we don't have much of a top wick.
50-50.
Literally.
You guys hear the vacuums going? Cleaners are here.
Can't hear nothing. Maybe YouTube can.
YouTube. What up, C Melly? It's good.
Billy,
What's up, Simone?
what up?
Your stop loss depends on the type of candle formed. Stop loss? Not necessarily, but like, you know, my patience with the entry does. Kind of like what we were just talking about. How many pips is good enough for a top wick then? It's not necessarily about those pips either. It's just simply about, you know, again, if you break out of a zone here, right, then you really want that next candle to tap that zone again. That'll be the perfect bottom wick, and then, you know, up from there. just watch it a bunch of times. You'll get a good feel for it. I'm telling you, nothing helps better than really seeing it over and over, getting the reps in. Bombastic. How was your birthday, bro?
Bombastic.
Was it your birthday?
Happy
Yeah,
birthday.
yesterday, right? I hope it was bombastic.
Did not do much of that low there.
No, not yet. It was good? All right, good, man. Glad to hear it.
Bombastic. Yeah, I hope you had a good day, man.
When you're looking for clean ranges, how many bars are you looking for? It could just be one. Yeah, actually, the less the better. Right? So what I mean by that is like look over here. Like, you see how this had two, basically 1, 2, nice clean candles. I like those the best. If it's like chippy, that's okay, but that's not as clean as like this, right? You see that? Like, that's clean. See this? 1, 2, that's clean right there to come down, just straight like that. So yeah, that's it. It doesn't have to be a lot. Like, these are all beautiful, beautiful, clean ranges here. Uh-oh, I think they want to come in my office. I say, hell nah. It's 9:30,
Hell no,
9:40.
I'm on the hunt.
I'll pay you to stay out of the office right now. Would I consider a clean range from last week? Not really. I usually focus on what's right in front of us. Yeah, so whatever happened back there, if there's nothing right here in front of us, then I have to look back there. But usually I'm dialed in on basically what's happening right here. I always say too, like, even on like the higher time frames, like, we really don't have to worry about anything today on the 4 hour outside of, we don't have to think about anything outside of this box right here. Right there. That's all we need to even look at today is what's down to the bottom, clean range, what's to the top, clean range, what could be stopping it, this, right? So this is really all I'm looking at. Looking at here, looking at here, looking at these levels, and then all this clean range here, and then I see prices just stuck right there. So that's typically what I'm looking at. Yeah, anything over there to the left, I don't want to bother with it too much if I have fresh information here, because then I'll just get in my head too much, you know, and I'll start overcomplicating it and looking at it from different perspectives over there and all that. So yeah. All right, we're struggling at 9:30, but we should get a push here at some point, whether it's up or down. Why? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know why traders get that wide screen as if they're trying to see like the entire history of S&P 500, the entire history of it. You know, I bought a wide screen one time. This thing was, had my head spinning. I literally put it up and took it down right away. You remember that, John?
I remember that.
Bro, that screen was massive.
It was so wide.
But why would you do that? I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's good because you can keep like Discord. So in a way,
that's fine.
Excuse me. I mean, I have two screens here, you know, where I have this and a couple other things on my other screen. So I guess, I mean, you can use it for that too. But yeah, I was tripping me out.
Literally just all gone.
Bro, it was like curved. Wide. Remember?
It was curved. Yeah.
I thought I was trapped. It's like, let me out of here.
I mean, it's a nice screen. It just functions as like more screens in one.
It's like if you look left, you have to literally turn your head and look left.
Yeah.
You literally.
Like, yo, damn.
You go on a 30 time frame, you see like 2 days back on gold.
Yeah.
It's like I can't stop looking at what happened a couple days ago. I bet you can. In the last 6 months, I have to check the data. All right, looks like we're gonna move down on gold.
Fine, bank holiday.
Yep.
It's like kind of just accept this red week. Next week's new opportunity, bounce back right back.
Whoa. I don't like your attitude, John.
Actually, you know what? You do what you gotta do.
John.
Hey.
Nah, I agree.
Hey.
Y'all continue to trade.
Bro, have you heard about the 22K? They're about to be made right back.
Yeah, I did.
Today.
True. Trying to make 22K today.
22K is trying to get back to me today, you know. So we'll see if I let it come back.
Oh, man. Nah, I'm done.
We'll see. Maybe I'll let it back today. Maybe I'll let it stay out for a little bit longer.
It'll come back next week if we don't get it today.
Yeah. Give it a little weekend. Go have some fun on the weekend.
Just absolutely forget about trading this weekend, chat. Unless it's your trade review.
And webinar.
Webinar.
But other than that, just forget it completely.
Yeah, man. Top of webinar this weekend.
That would be a good one.
Yeah. What are we gonna do?
So the data. What are you gonna do? You're the one running it.
Yeah.
Got him. Johnny Gems on the mic.
Hey, Johnny, I'm coming. John, don't worry.
Not really though. What are we doing?
We there.
I'm looking at some data, but I can't remember the question. I know you guys had a question, something about New York and Asia or something. What are we doing? We'll be doing something. I'll tell you that.
All right,
I'm not gonna. It's a surprise.
Yeah.
Edgar, man, the 22K is just out right now, getting some more friends, and then coming back with.
Exactly. Go round it up. Go round them up.
Gaining interest, coming right back.
Trying to watch a few webbies. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Good weekend. Good
Great.
weekend for webinars and golf. Oh, nice. Let's go. 1.5K. Let's get it, brother. Congrats. Amazing. Come back with 44?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that'd be great.
12 p.m.
They eventually will.
I don't know, man. My last 2 losses were going against a 4-hour. That's what really keeps me out here today. So I'm fine with that.
Yeah, we don't really move at all. I mean,
Yeah, we didn't really move. I mean, we'd still be in the trade. I mean, we'd probably be coming down to some partials now, but
yeah, but still.
boom, boom, boom.
Tough one.
Feeling like a crack at. Wait, why?
But these trades, probably.
I got my meta glasses ready to go. Fully charged up.
Hey,
Let's
nice.
get it. What are you doing? Golf?
Golf,
Maybe.
car rides,
I bet,
giving
bro.
to people.
Let's see that POV.
I'm about to just go up to people and be like, hey, man, I know you don't know me. I don't know you, but I love you. Let's see how they do. Let's see how they do.
Bro, upload them on Instagram. That would be nice.
I'm gonna give him a big hey, how
Love
are
to
you?
see that.
Just make reels on it, honestly.
Yeah, just like, yeah.
All right, we might get a 4-hour bearish
be
closure
fire.
too.
4 hours staying below range to the left here too.
Yep.
But we need a pullback on that 15.
Nick, man, you seen that trade we took in London?
Yeah, look good to me. Right
Funny,
at
bro.
resistance too.
Nope.
Bro, John, that was too money. That was like drawn up to the T.
I
I
know.
got that exactly like.
Seriously, man.
Wow.
Crazy probability.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look how it looked.
And that was the 4 hour low too, Nick. Just so you know, that wick fill there, that was the 4 hour low being broken too for the wick fill.
So 4-hour low, resistance on the left,
Clean range.
clean range
And
coming down.
Also, how bearish gold have been.
Gold's very
You know,
bearish.
wow.
Top wick. Where was your
Yep.
entry?
Right there in the previous
Break the
15.
low. Yeah, so maybe I get what you're saying about that wick fill breaking the low. So the other thing too, did it break the low?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, I like the idea.
The thing with securing profits at that wick is the RR was trash. You were getting like you're risking G to make what, like 250 on them.
Mm.
So, and with the 4 hour looking to fill the wick, made a lot of sense to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't even target the wick. We targeted, you know, the wick on maybe like that 15 there or something like.
Yeah, one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, good.
Yeah,
I like this
like a
trade.
little below there. Yeah.
Yep, good top wick, good resistance to the left, clean range, pre-London
Yeah.
volume.
And we kept stops. You see that doji candle to the left, the resistance, Nick, on the 15 there? That
Here?
up there, yeah, that one. That high there, right there.
Nice. Yeah, good idea.
Yeah. Just to account for some drawdown if it wanted to like pull back before moving down with the 4 hour.
Looks good. Looks good. I probably would have took that too, pre-London.
Really nice. Yeah.
10 minutes left for an hour closure. Yeah, 8 minutes left here. So we'll see what happens. Curious to see if the hour candle closes back in the range or do we close above it? What are we going to do? 4 hours going to close.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right, Yogi. We got slipped on top step too, Nick. That was
really?
wild there. Yeah, that was the first time I've seen that too. Or like some of the first. Yeah, it's not very often that happens.
Damn.
Yeah, we had some good volume there, for sure.
We got screwed on that 15-minute candle that opened up.
Bro.
That thing
245 opened up, that thing just juiced, man.
Yeah. You know when that happens, Nick, like the thing closes beautiful, like in your direction, but the next candle opens up and stops you out without even coming back down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I in cells? Yeah. Yup. Yup. Would you agree that the ceasefire not have an impact on today's trades? Possibly. Possibly. Definitely could. Definitely could. 15 pips of slippage on top step. Wow. Yeah, you don't see that too often. You don't see that too often. All right, we see how the 15-minute does here. 4-hour closure coming up.
Excuse me.
Not looking good on this lovely Friday. No, 15 had no top wick, kept me out in London. Gotcha. Oh, on the resistance there. What was the 1 hour like? What was that? 230. Yeah, 1 hour. 1 hour, no bottom wick either there. Crazy. Damn. You guys probably had high hopes when that candle closed, right? Or was that
Yeah.
Oh no, it wicked up first. Cause I thought this might have. If this would have if you guys wouldn't have got tapped and got like a closure below, that would have been nice.
We were more so just like super confident when the candle closed bearish, you know?
Yeah, this
in the middle of our range, like
yeah.
while we were in profit.
Yep. Yeah, this
And
one of
then that
those
was
where it
the
just
candle.
comes up.
Yeah, bro. But it is what it is. Uncertainty, chat.
Yeah, I mean, it's just what it is.
Probability.
Yeah.
We yeah, I guess yeah, all probability here.
That's it.
Main problem is how to pick the perfect range. Well, that's probably the problem itself. There is no like perfect range either, you know, at the same time. So we could easily say, oh, you know, this is the range. No. This is the range. No. This is it, right? No. This is actually this one, right? So there's no actual perfect range. You just got to go based off of what's clean and then what makes sense, right? So do I like the range here? I think it's pretty clean, right? The reason I don't want to get in though is because at the moment, right? So basically when you had that closure, it was right here. And if we put a line there, right here, right? And we go back to the 4 hour, that 4 hour candle was still bullish, right? So it's not just about the range itself, it's about what else is going on around it. And being that this is bullish still, right, at the point of that closure, that's where like you're like, okay, I'd rather see a celery play here, or maybe I will pay attention to the range over here, you know what I mean, and wait for that closure. So there's never much of a perfect range. It's like every single moment in the market is a bit unique in its own, and you just have to feel out that environment for what it is. So probably could we have executed on the sells? maybe not on a bank holiday. Maybe if I was being a little bit more aggressive, I could have said, hey, 4-hour tap it into the level here, 1 hour close and no bottom wick, no top wick, 30-minute close below. Let's just get in, right? So could have done that, right? Maybe on a different day though, where it's not a slower market or a holiday market. We're not coming off of 2 losses, like there's a little, like, you want to be patient here when you're going against that 4 hour. If the last 2 trades that you lost on were going against that 4 hours. So it's a little bit more about a perfect range and more so about tying the whole entire story together, so that way things make perfect sense for you. What up, Sam, man? Saving your bullets for next week? Yeah, good idea. Good idea. Raj just moving the market today? Yeah, he might. He might be. NQ, let's take a look. Bye. 2 minutes on the 4-hour closure here, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, exactly. If you don't want 2 losers, you definitely don't want 3 losers. I'm in a short now on NQ. Very nice. Very nice. NQ
you say
keeps
short?
blowing. Hey, calling the highs up here. Best of luck.
Jeez.
4 hour might close in no top wick, so.
Yeah.
What's my strategy called? I don't know, I haven't thought of a name yet like the rest of the gurus. I'm sure I can make it sound really cool, but I haven't really thought of one.
Price action strategy.
Yeah, it is really what it is.
I guess the
Good
closest thing
price.
we have to a name for it is the playbook, yeah?
Yeah, I guess so.
This is the playbook, yeah.
The only strategy I have is to follow the playbook. I guess that's what my strategy is. My strategy is following the playbook. Whatever's in it. So one thing where I always got messed up in the beginning was everyone was talking about strategy. Strategy. I'm like, dude, what the hell is a strategy? Like, come on. Like, I'm going to go for 50 pips a day. And, if I lose 100, then I'm done for the day. If I win 50, I can make, 1 more trade. But after 1 more trade, then I can only make a half a trade. And then, if that happens, then I'm like, what? Hold on. Slow down. I will only trade Asian session from this time. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. So the whole strategy thing kind of confused me in the beginning because I really didn't know what the heck people were talking about, right? They had all these funky things like if I'll only trade the 4 hour, I'll only risk 50 pips. So I don't know. That confused me all. But then I started listening to some day traders on Wall Street talk about their strategy, and they used the term the playbook. And I was like, what's that, right? Because I'm an athlete. I come from an athletic background, and that started to click for me. So what I realized was instead of just doing this whole strategy thing, I will trade on Saturdays but not Monday. Like what? Wednesdays I don't trade, but Thursday I do. And if I do trade on Wednesday, then I only look for 20 pips. And it's like, wow. I mean, that is extremely complicated from what I'm hearing. So I just focused on a playbook, and I understood, okay, there's a couple plays within that playbook itself. Yeah, that's why it's called a playbook. So a couple plays in there, and if I could just get good at them, all of them had a 70+% win rate, right? So I said, hey, if I could just get good at a couple of them, right, then that'll be pretty nice. So over time, I came to recognize these playbook setups that I've learned from somebody else. I recognized them really well. I added maybe 1 or 2 of my own, and then that was it. And then that's the playbook. So now everything I do has to come from this systematic approach right here. So yeah, the whole I'm gonna shoot for 50 pips a day, or if I go under 20 pips, then I'm gonna be done for I don't do any of that stuff. I don't have any goals. I don't have any mission. I know I kid around with you guys today saying, I got 22,000 reasons to be here, but I'm just messing with y'all. You know what I mean? Like one thing that I think you guys should take away from me is I took some big, not really just average losses, but they were a lot of money, I guess. One thing you should take away from me is how patient I've been to get back in, right? How notice how I haven't been too eager. I haven't been too, all right, you know, like you haven't seen me like just antsy at all, right? Trying to get in. It's just simple, another day, and you know that money will come back when it does. But you know I have to just follow the playbook, and I know if I follow that playbook and pick and choose my setups within it, I will get that loss back. So that's it. You know, no strategy, no I need to make this today, I have to get at least half of it back, or none of that, right? I just simply come here today knowing that the market doesn't owe me a thing, and that I just have to wait, observe, and if an opportunity comes, then I'll grab it. You know, it's like fishing. If I'll cast my line, and if we get a bite, then we're gonna eat today. It doesn't matter how big the fish is. Doesn't matter what kind of fish. It's just the one that we get. That's the one that we'll take. Pick your nose. Take care. Brush your hair. All them different strategies were exhausting. They really were. They really were. Remind me next week. I'll show you guys some pictures of my beginning days and the strategies that I came up with. It was honestly ridiculous. Ridiculous. We are the Spartans. Yeah. Is the playbook available for Clubhouse only members? No. I teach it every single day here. And then I also have some videos on my YouTube channel about the Clubhouse. About the playbook. The most updated one is in the Clubhouse, but you know, it's still good. All right, let's talk about this 4-hour chalked. Unfortunately, I hate to say it that way, but not looking good. Not looking good at all. No. So we're in this range here. You're tied up. It's a bank holiday. We broke the highs. Dirty move there, right? And then just came back down, closed in the range. A lot of buyers got hit here today. So yeah, we're back in the range now. We closed at this level of support. So one good thing is that we have support here, and you know we could wait for a little pullback and a close below, and then we can get bearish based off of, you know, the 4-hour making a top wick and breaking the lows there. So I like that opportunity. The buys are going to be tough. You know, I mean, this is what we lost on, right? The last two losses or losses. So we don't want to take the buy moving up in this moment for that 4-hour top wick. It would just be what you would call stupid, right, after those two trades. So let's hang tight here. Range 2 buys look great. Other than that, nice little sells and closures below 61 would be awesome as well. So let me draw that out so I give you a visual. Range 2 buys would mean if we get a closure here, we don't jump on that closure, we wait. We see if this candle is going to close bearish. Maybe it will. Maybe the next candle will kind of form a range, and now we got this in front of us, right? So we can put a zone here and then a zone here, and now we got price trapped. And then if we get a closure back above, that'll be the 4-hour candle re-breaking its own high again, giving us that range 2 opportunity. And then we can look for the buys here, right, to come back above the range, as price will likely stay involved right here the remainder of the day because it is a bank holiday. So likely that price sticks around and just hangs out right here all day, so we can basically buy from the bottom, sell from the top. You know what I mean? So if we can get those range 2 buys, that'd be great. If not, then the sells look good, but you're gonna need the same thing, a little bit of a top wick being formed, a nice pullback, and then a closure below. So that'll be clean too for the sells. Maybe we get something like this, or ideally something that closes below, and then we can look for the shorts here. Cool. Any questions? 2 options. That's how you keep it so easy on yourself. Look, there's no more pressure now, right? If you're gonna force yourself to wait on those 2 setups, one or the other, you have 0 pressure now to get in, to try and know what you're doing, to try and know where the right trade is or the right entry is. Just wait on that. You know, wait on that right there, and you have no guessing, right? No guesswork.
That's it, man.
But Nick, the uptrend is there's an uptrend, there's a downtrend. Which trend you following? Oh. You know, screw it all, right? Take a look at what's happening right in the fresh area that we're in, and then weigh out the probabilities, right? On every single trade, you're gonna have probabilities. They're going to be in your favor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, not in your favor. What should you do here? You get in, right? You get in. You might want to size down a little bit, but if the probabilities are stacked against you, right, then that's when you just want to stay out and chill. So you gotta say, hey, there's 2 reasons why I think price could move, like the sells at 9:30 just now. There was 2 reasons I thought price could move down: 9:30 and maybe just that 1 hour no top wick, right? But then there was a 1 hour was actually bullish, right? 1 hour closed above the range. 4 hour was bullish. We already had broken the highs, right? We're in the rejection area, so there was a lot of weight over here on this side. So you got to just weigh out those probabilities and then make a firm decision and go or stay.
Yep. Remember, I was listening to a podcast. We were talking about an Asian session, and they were talking about how the number one thing that separates the best traders from not the best traders is that plan, that they have, that pre-trade game plan that they have that guides them to their success. It's that number one thing they talked about.
It's really the only thing.
It really is. You gotta know your edge, obviously, first, right? If you don't know an edge, you gotta learn one and study one and become good and fluent with understanding it. But then you gotta prepare yourself every day with planning that edge. And trading that edge.
Yep. Every day. When do you ever see me do something different? Just think about that for a moment. When have you seen me do anything different? Unconscious competence, it's somewhere you want to get to, right? It's basically when you've done something so many times, got so much repetition, so much focus that you no longer overthink it. So everything is aligned, right? Your thoughts, your words, your actions, your intuition, everything. Yeah. And that's what I have, that's what I've developed, right? That's why you don't see me forcing trades. You don't see me, when I like the setup, I take it. You don't see me second guessing too much. If I do second guess it, I stay out of it. So I've been able to do that, but you've got to really put in the reps and go through the chart time and all that to develop it.
Yeah, man. What's up, Roberto?
It's basically the same thing as programming the subconscious mind, right? So if you have the conscious mind, right, who's the captain or the general, and then the conscious mind has workers working for him, which is the subconscious, right? So any order that the conscious mind, right, the captain gives to the workers just run the play. The best part about the subconscious is it doesn't debate, it doesn't question, it doesn't argue, it doesn't bicker back and forth. It just says, yes, sir, I will do that. Oh, you never have good trading days? Okay, yes, sir, we'll make that happen. Oh, every time you take a loss, you go to yourself, you go, man, every time I take I'm so dumb. Every time I take a loss, I always revenge trade and lose more. And you know what? The crew, the workers, the subconscious mind listens to that and they go, okay, captain, okay, we'll keep being dumb, we'll keep being stupid, and when we lose trades, we'll keep revenge trading. No problem, sir, right? Or you can say, hey, I'm a professional, I'm a winner, I'm a champion, I'm an 8-figure trader. Nothing but great things happen to me. When I'm in the markets, I stick to my plan. And you know what? The workers will go to work and they'll say, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then if you do that enough, it builds that unconscious competence, right, that we're talking about here, where it's just flow state at that point. It's just, your natural way of moving about business. But, first you got to become very aware, gang, right? Journaling and, doing all the stuff that we talk about helps that, right? Make mistakes, correct them, all that good stuff. It's like muscle memory for the mind. Muscle memory for the mind. So when you see Steph Curry shoot a 3, you go, oh my God, how'd he do that? You don't realize, dude, he shot 1 million of those while you weren't looking. Right? And that's when trading starts to look easy. Like some of you guys may think, man, this guy makes trading look pretty easy, but that's because in reality, you just haven't seen the thousands of reps, right, hidden behind the composure in a way. Exactly what you're working on now. Yeah, we should always be working on this, you know, in different areas of life. Yep, absolutely. Clip it, clip it, clip it. The mind, man, the mind. A great way of what to say when you talk to yourself. Yeah, man. You know, speak to yourself positively, and just start becoming the main character in your own game. You notice how when you scroll and you know you're just on social media all day and you're watching TV, you're really just like the audience in someone else's game. You know, because you're just consuming their content all the time. Who goes on like social media and all of a sudden you just start scrolling? None of you guys here, right? Nah, no one. But if you notice it, right, and you pick up on it, you'll realize, what am I doing? What am I doing? Like, hi guys, come with me to go to the grocery store today. You skip through that one. Hey guys, I made 60,000 today trading. You're like, my life sucks, right? You go to the next one. You go, hey guys, you know, let me show you. It's like, how much of that are you gonna consume, right? Before going out and building it your own. I got tired of consuming, and that's why I started creating. You know, and I've been a creator in the social media space now since literally 2012. You know, I don't care what other people are doing. I would jump on my own Snapchat and give little gems and tips and advice, and I'd go on there to create. So do I consume? I think we're all consumers, right? I think we all find ourselves, whoa. I've been looking at my phone too long or something. But, you know, you try and keep that to the minimum. And every time I go on social media, I'm trying to create. I'm not trying to consume at all. Especially trying to do that first thing in the morning. Imagine like first thing in the morning, not even having your own thoughts, just letting other people's thoughts and opinions and outlooks and perspectives just completely shape and bombard your mind. It's not good. It's not healthy. So try and stay off of it and lock in on what you need to do. And then you'll find yourself building that, you know, that lovely unconscious competence, right? Because you've been dedicated to your craft and not just doom scrolling.
Yeah, Nick, that's true, bro. You've been dropping the gems, man. I remember when I was in 5th grade in school, and I would look on Snapchat, and I would look at your stories, same kind of stories, you know, just not like a trader, but
yeah,
still dropping those success laws and principles and gems. That's for sure.
You got to realize I was able to hang around like Mr. V and and that whole group. So I'm over here like I'm hearing things in this room that my people have never heard ever. Right? So I'm trying to bring it all back to them. But you know how that goes. Again, I say it all the time. Not even Jesus himself was a prophet in his own town, right? So it's like, you know how that goes. The people that are around you, they're going to laugh at you. They're going to kid around with you and make fun of you. Say, you making any money yet? You know, while they're working their construction job and they're making their $25 an hour and, you know, they feel like they're on top of the world. It's like, I'm like, not yet. Not yet. But just wait on it. Just wait on it, you know? So you're gonna deal with all that stuff if you ever attempt to get on social media. I don't think everyone needs to be on social media. I think I just have that natural passion to teach people and stuff and just put stuff out there. But at least try not to consume as much, man, and lock in and focus on your own life and become your own main character. Been off social media since January. Let's go.
Fire.
How's that going? First hour and a half of my day starts with no tech. Same, dude. Same. Yeah. What's Snapchat? Snapchat is just another social media platform. You don't need it. You don't need it, nah. I don't think I really go on Snapchat too much anymore. I use Snapchat for memories now. Snapchat always bring me back some memories. I was telling you guys the other day some of my payouts I was looking at from way back in the day. 2021, 2022. Alicia from my forex funds. All right, 4-hour candle, just whatever here. No bottom wick. Damn. Rough.
Ah, bro. Trash.
Maybe I'll go back on social media after I accomplish this. Start consuming some stuff. This is what I'm trying to build. I got the vision. I want a nice lake home, nice beach front, so we could all hang out, have the kids, right? Gotta have the beach front, gotta have the boat, gotta have the jet ski with the docks, right? Nice little house, nice little property in the front. Come over to the side, you know, you got the pool in the back. Come over to the side, you got the garage. I made a little chill spot up here. Chill out, hang out up here. And then, you know, you got the lovely golf course and all that good stuff. So, yeah. Once we get there, maybe I'll start doom scrolling again.
Sitting in that big mansion with beautiful cars and all that. Kids running all around and then you doom scroll.
Sheesh, imagine. Can you see yourself getting invited over here? Saying, hey man, bring your kids. We're gonna have a whole field day. Bring them out here. We'll have you gotta go to the driving range in the back. Maybe putt. You hang out, go swimming, go on the lake, ride some boats, have the kids out. It's vision, baby, vision.
Yeah.
Little gym upstairs in the garage. How you doing? Best way, baby, best way. Basically want to give my kids everything I didn't have. More than that, I want to teach them everything I didn't know. So I think a lot of parents, they run through the mistake of giving their kids everything that they didn't have versus teaching them everything that they didn't know, you know. So that's my main focus. I don't even really want to give my kids too much. I honestly, I want my kids to, you know, I want them to suffer a little, you know. I want them to fall. I want them to scrape their knees. I want them to make mistakes. I want them to go through failure and take the lessons that I teach them on, you know, and perceive it their own way. I don't want to give them stuff. I want to teach them, you know, because if I teach them, then it's okay if they fail because they're only going to fail forward. You know what I mean? So, yeah, do I want to, yeah, I mean, I mainly want this for me. You know what I mean? I wasn't even thinking about the kids. Yeah, I basically want it for me, you know, and then maybe they could look at my example and the things that I teach them and go out and do it for themselves. So, yeah, definitely want to help them out, but I want to teach them the things that my parents weren't able to teach me at that age, at a young age, so that way they got a good head start. Always had a dream of living on a lake, though. It's always been a big dream of mine. Best way to start your day: build you, focus on you. You know, I don't know about the best way. I only know the way I do it. So I mean, I wake up early. I get grateful. I get hydrated. I get my body moving. I get my vision clear, you know. So I don't use my phone. I don't scroll. I don't check messages. I'm not letting other people's problems from the day before interrupt my morning. So yeah, it's time to work on you. It's very, very important. Some of the most precious time of the day is in the early morning. Family's still sleeping, no interruptions. It's pretty good. I usually hit the sauna in the morning too. So I do a sauna session in the morning, gym sesh, a sauna, all that stuff. Journal, gratitude, prayer, drink lemon water with a pinch of salt. And then I show up here. And then it's game
lemon
time.
Water hits, man. Yep.
What's up, Walter? You can just send us an email on the info@timetoeattrading.com email, and the team will just get it all set up for you. Done with human children? Yo, is that a German Shepherd?
Like it.
Nice, dude. One thing I would recommend is getting a hold, and again, this isn't just to become a better trader. I'm talking about just being a better you. Get a good morning routine and get a really good night routine. I remember I listened to an Ed Milet podcast way back in the day, probably 2013, 2014, and he did a podcast on the importance of a morning routine and a night routine, and he gave his like input on what he does, and that honestly that changed my whole perspective. At that point, if I had to be at work at 8:30 and it was 15 minutes away, I woke up at 8, I got ready till 8:15, and I bounced at 8:15 and got there like 1 or 2 minutes late. But once I heard Ed Milet talking about, successful people, they own their morning. This is what I do. This is what they do. It gave me perspective on it. I started waking up 3 hours before I had to go to my job every day. So that way I can read a little, I can do the little morning routine stuff, go to the gym and all that, So instead of me, getting to work all clumsy and tired, I was already up for 3 hours, already had a workout in, already was sweating and hydrated. And, I was like, the most energized guy at work in the morning. So yeah, that podcast helped me out a lot. I don't even know if you can find it. Honestly, I went on his podcast. He has done so many podcasts since then. I couldn't even find it. Whose podcast? Ed Milet. Yeah, I'm also right now I'm in Ed Milet's mentorship as well, and he's solid, man. He got a little mentorship program with John Maxwell, who's one of the greatest teachers on leadership you can find. And I'm in their mentorship program at the moment, so it's pretty good. They put out some good content. Okay, Q. All right, let's see this. You got the windows, baby. You got the That's mad. That's grand right there. Sheesh.
Looks really.
Is that
good,
my
man.
house over there though, Q? Are we gonna be neighbors or something? Okay. Come over to the clubhouse. Just bring the boat. Right over there. Love it, brother. Love it. Vision. Ed Milet and Andy Frisella. Yeah, Andy's great too. I've been listening to Andy for a long time as well. Really like his stuff. I've been listening to Andy long before most of the world even knew who he was. That dude's a savage. Am I looking to go long or short? I'm looking to, answer a couple more questions and then bounce, pretty much. Yeah, if you guys want to talk about anything else, we talk. Oh, my bad, John. Did I mute you, dude? Sorry.
Yeah, you're good, man. Those houses, bro, those are beautiful, man.
I know.
Really are.
Dream big, fam. Dream big. It's all possible. I'm gonna have ChatGPT create mine right now.
Do it. Yeah, everyone get your little dream home drawn up.
I already got it written down, so.
Very wise outside of trading. Any tips on having all balance between trading and your outside life? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, if you want to go to the top, a lot of times you don't really have balance in life. You learn how to manage it, right? And again, a lot of that is due to composure and systems and knowing what you're after and what you're trying to create. So like lately, like I posted something on my Instagram story yesterday. It's like lately I've realized I don't even want an extravagant life. I just want a peaceful one that resonates with, what I'm trying to create inside, the internal world, right? So if it costs you your peace, it's already costing you too much. And a lot of people, they want to do a whole bunch of stuff and, they're taking time away from they're doing it all for their family. But everything they're doing takes them away from their family. So it contradicts things. And, as much as there is not a lot of balance, you have to try and balance, on basically a tightrope where there's no balance. So again, systems help you do that. Trading hours, trading playbooks, right? Dedicated family time, weekends, things like that. So, yeah. So there's a lot, you know, there's a lot to do. You want peace, you want wealth, you want health, you want a strong marriage, you want great kids, you want to be around them, you know, you want to be proud of what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. So there's a lot, you know, so you got to stay mentally composed and allow those systems to kind of make things a little bit easier for you as you run through those daily non-negotiables every day. If you win the morning, chances are the rest of the day will go pretty smooth. But win the morning, get your morning routine down. Important things, lock in on your trading hours, right? Like give yourself trading hours like as if it was a business, because it is. You know, spend time with your family, dedicate some time to that. And by the way, don't let them know when you have a red day. Don't let the whole family knows you had a bad day in the market. Like, don't let that happen. That's not very manly or womanly. Yeah, it's little things, man. Keep your body strong. I mean, it doesn't take too much time. I think a lot of people overthink it. The gym takes an hour. The journaling takes 15 minutes. The morning routine takes, you know, 25 minutes. It's not a lot, you know. I think again, we're doom scrolling. We're paying attention to social media. We're watching TV. We're playing games. We're on the phone, right? That's taking up a lot of our day. And most people, I think, probably average about 4 hours a day on their phone, right? So it's no surprise why people can't find the balance, you know. It's because you know what to do, but you're just scrolling or watching TV, and then you're seeing so much happen, but it's all just going around in a cycle in your mind, and you're not able to do anything with it. So you gotta, you know, calm the mind down and get you know, in a way, a good plan together to know what you're trying to accomplish here. You know, time is ticking on your dream, so it's very important to make sure you're getting in line with it. How to navigate our journal? Other than win rate, I mean, when it comes to trading, the journal is pretty simple. I mean, I keep it very, very simple. For my journal, it's just what pair did I trade, what day was it, what time was it, what setup, right? I mean, I have it right here. So date, side, right, setup, time frame, session, risk, and then some emotional stuff. So I think if you get that plus you know, like a nice little screenshot or something like I do, then I think you're pretty good to go. Yeah, screenshot like a couple different time frames, know what type of risk you were using, how you were emotionally, what session, what time frame it was based off of, and then, you know, any little notes that you have, just jot those down. But if you just kind of mark these off, you'll have a good understanding of data and when things work, when they don't work, and all that. Look at that rejection there. Look at the rejection. Question: if the 4 hour has a no top wick, 1 hour. Sheesh. Let me open it up. I'll take a look at it. Let's see NK Capital. So 45 pips, daily bearish, 4 hour bearish, 1 hour was bullish here, 30-minute was bearish, 15 bearish. Okay, 15. Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, the only thing that's not on your side is that 1 hour. So 1 hour are strong bullish, but if 15 has created a resistance, an engulfing candle, and the 30 created a top wick, possible onion, will you take that sell? So yeah, as long as the 4 hour is bearish, there's been so many trades that the 1 hour has not been on our side, but everything else has. So again, you know, you're weighing it now. So daily on your side, 4 hour on your side, 1 hour not on your side, 30 on your side, 15 on your side. So probabilities sound like they're in your favor there. So that's when you should execute. So yeah, I think this is a good trade. Nice execution, everything being bearish. Stops are good, and yeah, looks great. Looks great. So don't hold off on that one next time. Execute on that, and, you know, take your partials. I would say partials right here. Right here. So you get a little bit more out of that trade. You know, you already got the rejections. Your stops are great, plus you're detached from the size. You got rejections, you're all below range, so very high chance that this price action moves down. So in this case, with the daily being bear, 4 hour being bear, I would at least kind of look for partials at that level, and then go break even from there. Yep. So next time you jump on it, take it. 4 hour was not bearish. Yeah, actually you're right. 4 hour was not bearish there, but it was below. So I get why he's. But yeah, technically the 4 hour wasn't bearish. So 1 hour bullish, 4 hour bullish technically. Yeah, if there's volume coming in, you got the price action looking the way it did with all those wicks on the top on the 15 minute. I think it's still pretty good. All right, Goldie. What time we got? 10:30.
Goldie.
10:30. What you guys want to do? I'm down to stick around maybe for like one more candle. Maybe we get a 15 closure above, or maybe we get a candle closing below here. Would love to really stick with the selling bias and get, like, you see how you have this like bullish candle here? We get buyers to get activated now, right? And then, you know, come down and close below the range here. And that'll give you a better 4 hour top wick as well. But I'm in no rush here. Honestly, it's not looking the best. It's bank holiday, things are slow. So it's kind of looking like a no trade day for me. My thoughts on the buys is that you're still below the range and you're bearish on the 4 hour, so it's a little tough. Little tough. NK, you good? You good, man? I think it was a good idea. Just keep in mind when you have all those rejections and you're staying below range, that's usually price trying to tell you, hey, we're going to continue down, you know, once that volume comes in. Who else?
Yeah,
Anyone
man.
else got good questions?
Yeah,
Good
bring on the
questions.
good question, chat.
Bring them on. Bring them on. You
been
got me for 30, maybe 30 more minutes max, depending on the conversations.
The
But
volume.
the volume of the chat.
The volume.
Yeah, the
The
volume,
volume
of
of
the chat.
the
Depending on the
questions.
volume here.
And also,
Matt-
like, it's been a great week. There's no reason to force anything, you know, because we have next week as well.
Exactly. I'm out of
Yeah,
excess
man, we
too.
did a
so.
job here this week.
It was a great week, it really was.
Yep, phenomenal.
I thought my computer was frozen, but there's just no volume. Yeah, no volume.
Hey. Happy
What
Friday,
should be-
Tyler.
What do you say?
I just said happy Friday.
That's it. It's a happy
Happy
Friday,
Friday.
man. You gotta enjoy it.
Gotta enjoy this weekend, chat.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna have to go golfing today. No, I can't go golfing today. What am I saying? I'll probably go like range to the range or something.
Nights at the range.
What should be realistic expectations for a trader under 1 year of experience who's in the clubhouse? Great question. So first things first, you got to learn the skill. You know, so that's the number one mission, right? Is okay, these guys got skill. How do I learn it? You know, and it's not to make money from the skill yet. We all know that's the bigger picture, right? But if you want to make money, first and foremost, you have to understand the skill and how we're making the money, right? So get the skill down. Something else that you should really be focused on is really protecting your capital in those early days. One of my biggest mistakes in trading was that I did not protect my capital early on. So what I mean by that is I would blow my accounts just stupidly, right? Off of 2 trades, I'd blow a $700 account. I would blow my funded accounts. And the funded accounts that I did blow, I bought the $500 one instead of the $200 one or the $150 one. So I did a very, very poor job at protecting my capital early on, right? And at the same time that you protect your capital, you got to protect your confidence. So what do you think that did to my confidence, right? As I just blew my capital, blew my accounts, it really pushed me back a little bit. So You got to build the skill, you got to protect the capital, and then you got to build the discipline, right, to stick to the system. Right? Nothing matters more than your ability to stay on task, right? So you making $1,000 today doesn't come in front of following your plan today, you know, and performing properly today. If you do that, you won't be doing that for long, because the market's going to take your money. The market will take advantage of your, you know, your inability, right, to stay disciplined to those confirmations and that playbook setup. So learn the skill, protect capital, don't try and make money right away, and then start learning how to really become consistent in the disciplinary actions when it comes to following the playbook. So learn the language of price. Stop trading random trades like I used to do. Build a clean playbook. All you need is one system, one playbook. Build it out. You can take hours, you know, enjoy it. I mean, that's what I did. It's not my playbook. It's not anyone's playbook, right? It's just one that works. So, you know, lock in on that. Don't forget to accept losses. I mean, you're a beginner, you're going to lose money, right? So be prepared to lose money. Be prepared for the journey to be, you know, a little hard and difficult. When you do lose trades, understand that you're going to get a little emotional. But if you understand probability, if you understand how to accept losses, which obviously we'll teach you how to do, then you should have no problem. And then I think 1 year in, definitely, you know, you got to start journaling. So screenshots, entries, exits, notes on little mistakes or any emotions that came in, all of it. You know what I mean? So your journal basically becomes your mirror that you can look at data with. Oh yeah, and one last one, if that's okay. Do not compare yourself to any of us. Do not compare yourself to advanced traders. Do not compare yourself to traders that have no experience at all. Just run your own race. You know, it's very easy to get distracted and see somebody else doing well and say, man, I should be there. But again, you don't realize that somebody has been doing that for years, right? They were you at one point, right? And now they're getting better. So don't compare yourself to me, John, Magnus, anyone in the Discord, anyone in the YouTube, anyone in the Clubhouse, right? Just run your own race and you'll be fine. And if you got questions, ask me. Don't ask Jimmy Ding Dong in the Discord on what he thinks Nick would do, right? At me, say, yo, Nick, what should I do, right? Why not just get the information from the source if you have access to it? All right, so yeah, that's probably what I would say. That's probably a realistic first year of trading. Did I mention don't expect to make money? Like, maybe you will. Like, we've had a lot of people make money in their first year and actually become consistent in their first year. But you know what? They weren't rushing that. They weren't expecting that. They were just doing what I said about, you know, understanding skill and being disciplined to it and protecting capital. And then they all of a sudden were profitable in like their first year of working with us. So yeah, be a student to the game and let's level up. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, try not to compare yourself. Also, you may think someone's doing good, but they might not be, right? They might look so good in the Discord, but yet you've never seen them trade live. You've never even heard them speak. You don't even know what they look like, right? You don't know anything about them, but then you're going to take that financial advice or trading advice from them. So just be careful with that. You know, it's one thing to make friends in the Discord and get to know people and kind of act as like accountability buddies. It's another thing to just see someone random dude in the Discord and, you know, take his signals and advice. And, you know, fortunately for us, we don't have a lot of that, or really any of that for that matter. It's a pretty pure environment over here, but you go into some of these other Discords and it's wild, man. It's wild. I remember when I first started trading, I'd be like, damn, you know, I look at somebody else trading a different strategy and they took a trade that day and I didn't or something. I'm like, oh, why didn't I do that? Right? You just start comparing yourself and, you know, measuring yourself up to people that you don't even know. I mean, that might be the first win that guy ever took. He just screenshot it and put it in Discord, right? And all of a sudden I think he's the pro trader, but you just got to be careful with it.
Yeah, we can get very easily fooled for sure.
Yeah, and you know what happens when you finally pull away a little bit and you don't like rely on like just some random people? You start building that confidence in yourself. You start understanding, okay, I'm starting to get it. I'm learning, I'm understanding the process now a little bit better. And then you'll realize, you look back 2 or 3 weeks and you go, wow, last week I didn't even know what that was, or 2 weeks ago I didn't even know to do this, or I didn't even know there was volume that came in at 9:30 and all that stuff. So, you just learn slowly as you go. But, obviously coming here and being in the clubhouse is going to shorten that learning curve, but, you still can't skip it. You can shorten it, but you still can't skip it. Everyone's got to walk up them same steps. I remember, though, for me, the breaking point was, it wasn't in my first year. It was pretty much in my second to third year. And, that's when I just stopped gambling. I found structure with a playbook. I built my patience and became the type of trader who can pretty much be consistent long term. And I got to thank Raja and Don and all those guys for being good examples of what that looked like on the streams. And I just duplicated. I just copied them. What part of Nyack is the meetup? It's gonna be in White Plains. Yeah, White Plains. So that's like 10 or 15 minutes from Nyack. Holding losses too long. I've blown all my live funded. Yeah, stick to your plan. Draw it up first. We talked about that last night in Asian. It's very, very easy to take a trade and just hope that it wins. And have no stop loss, and then once it goes against you, you've got no plan, right? And you don't want to be in that position. That's where, things can get really messy, because now it's on you to manually close. And what's the chances that you manually want to close in the negative, right? And let's say it was negative 500, and you're like, nah, I don't want to close that, right? But if your stop loss is there, boom, it hits your stop and you're out. But when you don't have a plan, right, and a place for stops, what happens is price keeps going against you. Now it's like you didn't want to close at 500, but now you're down 800, right? And what's the chances now you want to close at 800, right? If you didn't want to close at 5, chances are you're not trying to close at 8, right? And then you're just hoping that price will come back, even just back to 5, right? But it doesn't. It keeps going. And now all of a sudden, you're $1,300 in drawdown, because you couldn't manually accept the 500 because you didn't have the plan, you didn't have the system in play. So you see how I let my stops get stopped. I don't go over there and try and close them, because chances are I'm not going to want to, right? So I just put the stop there, and if it hits it, it hits it. But if I have to manually do it, I don't want to voluntarily close my position negative 500 or 800, and definitely not at 1,300, right? So this is how accounts get blown. Simple, right? Is you just let it go and you just marry the bias, and now you're literally hoping, and you're on your knees praying, and you called your grandma and you said, do we still have any of that holy water? And she's like, yeah. You run over to her house and you get it, and you're dunking your head in it, and it's still going up, so you're like splashed, and you're just praying, and God, please God, I'll go to church on Sunday, I'll do anything if you just let it get back to break even, right? And it's just like, it's just a mess, bro. It's just a mess. So avoid that by planning your trade and trading the plan, right? And if you have a trade that's going in, make sure you know a couple things, right? Where's your stop loss, number one? Where's your entry, right? Where's your TP1? Yeah, and then where's your full TP? So if you know all this before the trade ever gets put on, then you don't have to think about it while you're in it, right? So that means, and by the way, the same thing can happen in profits too, where like you don't close, and then all of a sudden price comes back on you, and what could have been a great winner ends up being a break-even trade or a loser, right? So this is what a lot of traders go through. This is what I went through early on. I just didn't want to close my positions, and at this point on a $2,000 account, you go, the heck with it, man. It's either 2,000 or a win here, and that's just stupid, man. It's just like, that's just hoping and that things go your way, and that does never lead to probability. How many of you guys have done that with your funded account? You're like, screw it. I mean, we're only 600 away from blowing this whole thing. It is what it is, right? So like, try not to do that too much. Try and have your plan in play before you ever get involved in a trade. Ever. Plan to trade, trade the plan. Otherwise, you're going to be trying to make decisions while there's money floating around, and that doesn't work too well. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. It works a few times. A few times. And that's what we talked about in Asian last night too. You know, I always draw up that one example of, you know, you get into a trade that doesn't line up with the playbook, right? Let's say it's a buy position that we need to close above that gray line, but it doesn't. And Nick Stewart goes, yeah, I'm not getting in the trade. And you go, nah, he missed that last one. I got to get in this one, right? And then you do, and you go really low. So let's say you're risking like, your normal risk is 500, but you're not going to do that, right? Because you're breaking the plan. So you're going to do it, you know, maybe 250. 250, you'll cut it in half. And, you know, you'll manage quickly, right? Because, by the way, anytime you know you're going against the playbook, you're going to feel antsy, right? You're going to feel antsy. You're not going to feel comfortable in that trade. So as that trade starts to go in profit, right? Let's say it hits profit right here, or you get in right there at the break of the high. And now you're in profit, and you're thinking, holy crap, I'm in profit, but this isn't a playbook setup. Like, so you're anxious, and you go, I don't want this to turn around on me. I don't want it to turn around on me. So you know what you do? You just close it there. You go, oh, whew, wipe the sweat off your head. Man, that was a close one. That was a good one. And what happens is price runs, right? So it starts running without you. You go, no, I knew it. I should have held it. I knew that would work. And, you know, you weren't risking that much, so you didn't really make that much either. So maybe you made like, you know, $100, probably less, right? But let's say you make 100. But now this happens again, right? At a later date, at a different time. And then here you are, King Kong, and you're like, man, I remember that. Nick's not getting in this? Ah, man, the heck with he never gets in when the price closed below the range. But man, this works. So I'm getting in this time. And you know what? This time I'm not getting in at 250. I'm not going to be a little, you know, little pansy here. And you know what? I'm not even getting in at my normal 500. I'm going to risk 1,000 on this trade. Yeah. Because last time it worked really well. So this time, and you go, you know what? I'm not closing early either. I'm holding this thing. I'm holding it. Last time we ran, and you're all pumped up, and the market knows it, you know, and you get that lower wick, and, you know, here you are getting ready to enter, and price is going up, and order filled, Linda says, and you're like, here we go. And now you're heavy. You're heavy. So now you're not risking 500 anymore. You're risking like 1,500 on this, right? So you're heavy in there, and guess what? This is the time where price does not work for you. Where probability now goes against you, it goes back on you, and then you get stopped out, right? And you lose. You made $100 on the last trade, and now you lose 1,000, 1,500 on this one. So it's just not worth it, right? It's just not worth it. It doesn't make sense. It'll never actually give you good data that you can find consistent, right? That you can say, hey, if I do that over and over again, I'll get a good result. It just doesn't happen that way. So that's how we learn. You know, we learn to stay patient that way, to follow our plan that way, and that it's just not worth it going against it. Stop talking about you. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me. The early me, man. Let's go. What up, Armand? How you doing, bro? I'll see you Monday, big dog. That's right. That's right. Did that with a combine a few days ago for no reason. Yeah, I know, dude. It happens. Can we review the 2 losses that I lost? Yeah, of course. Let me go to them. So they were both sells. One was in New York, one was in Asian, and this is what they looked like. Where is it? So first sell was here. Right here, off of this resistance to the left. So you had a 4-hour at resistance. You had a 1 hour closing below the range, 30 closing below the range, 15 with no top wick, then a nice little rejection. Took the sell here, went into a little bit of profit, wanted to see if we can get down to support, but price moved up and stopped me out. So that was one trade. What's cool is that later, a little bit after that, price came down and just melted. You know, so we were right. We were just wrong about the time there, and you know, obviously that's going to happen sometime. So that was the first one. And then the second one was, On that one, I lost $9,500, and then on this one, I lost about 11,000 right here. So this one right here. So, you know, same type of deal, 4-hour closing, new bottom wick trying to get formed. You had this little bit of a range to sell. We were staying below resistance over here, got in, tapped in, and then just straight back out. So, and then on this trade too, you know, price comes back down, right? Closes back below the range and just melts. So again, just a little off on the timing. Doesn't happen often, but you know, it still happens. Still happens.
Would you have done anything different?
Maybe waited for the 4-hour bottom wick to be in play. So especially on this one where you kind of had you know, these were all very early in the 4-hour candle too, the first 15 minutes of it, trying to snag the lower wick. So maybe just being a little patient there. I think waiting on this closure here would have helped, right? Because then we would have stayed out of it completely. Maybe say, hey, if this candle can close celery, we'll set the sell stops, but it didn't, right? So it's like, if you don't get in yet, now you have this candle here to give you some information. And if it goes, it goes, you know?
Yeah.
So that's about it. First one, like John said, the entry was a little low, but again, if that trade played out to what it was supposed to do, it still would have been a decent move. But yeah, the first one, I think the entry was a little late. But yeah, other than that, pretty good. Oh, John's raising his hand. Sorry, John.
No, you're good, man.
Don't come in here talking about bad entries. All right, these were good trades. All right.
I was gonna say anything.
John about to be like, yo, that was the crappiest entry of my life, man. I never took a trade that bad.
Well, it even worse for me because I got slipped more than you. So
Yeah, bro. Same.
Johnny flips.
Without realizing it, I was just slipped a lot on it. So
yeah,
it is what it is. But nah, great. Like I said, great week of trading.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, really.
Man, my man got the house. The Big M got the house built into the canyon, to the mountain. That's insane.
That looks epic, not gonna lie.
That would be crazy. Closures, most time frames, some drastic usually happens at the closures. Oh, like higher? Are you talking about higher time frames? Yeah, I mean, when a candle opens up, that's why I like to give it a few minutes. You know, like a 15-minute, you give it like a minute or two. Same deal with 30, maybe give it 5 minutes. But like a 4-hour, sometimes it's wise to give that like 15 or sometimes even 30 minutes to open up and start to point you in a certain direction. Johnny slips. We like to troll.
Great trade.
All right, I think we're donezo here. Let me just see.
Done.
Yo,
You're
happy
done.
Friday, yeah. What do you think, boys?
Hope everyone has a great weekend.
Yes,
Wrap
sir.
it up.
Hope so too.
Yeah, let's wrap it up, man. Yeah. It was a great week.
1 hour closure below support to fill the range. Let's take a look. Yeah, again, not too bad. So if you want to trust in this 4-hour, top wick, then yeah, it looks good. 1 hour closure, you got range to fill, a wick to fill. If you trust that and you trust that little bottom wick on the 4-hour, then let it rip. But I think on a bank holiday, on a Friday, I don't think I'll be doing that. Yeah, I'll probably just call it here and accept my day as it is and just move on to the weekend.
You don't want to take this last trade here? Just
Go
like
watch
the
some
last?
golf.
It's a week of business expenses being paid off for real.
Literally, man. It's
So
really
I gotta pay these expenses off and then enjoy the weekend and collect some more profits
I had
next
to
week.
pay some rent. That's all.
Yep.
It
Let's
is
watch
what
some
it is,
golf, man.
Good week.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Well, y'all be great. Have a great weekend. Don't make it a WEAK weekend. Make it a strong one, right? Separate yourself this weekend. If you're not where you want to be, do some thinking, right? Think and grow rich, my friends, right? Look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, what's the plan? I'm not getting what I want out of life. What's the plan moving forward? And we'll be here to help you every step of the way, to answer your questions, to be there for you, to, be there for you when you fail and give you advice, and also be there for you when you win and, celebrate you and congratulate you. So have fun this weekend. I will myself. I'll see you guys in the webinar. If you guys aren't in the clubhouse yet, come on in, join the clubhouse. Give yourself a month, right, to learn, to grow, to get around the winners. Come to the webinars, and Let's get it done here, gang. All right, we got a lot of momentum moving into the second half of the year, and let's just keep the pace. All right, Johnny Gems.
Definitely, man.
Well,
Appreciate
fighting.
you, Appreciate you, John.
Brother. Yeah.
See
You
you,
boys
boys.
have a great day.
Chat,
Love you guys.
Peace.
Adios, amigos. Later, John. Later, Magus. Later, chat. Get it done. See you later.
Hey,
Adios, amigos.
yeah, let's go. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please do not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just the four of us. Knock, 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 say hello to opportunity. Show them everything that I be doing, think it's doing me. Check, 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 everything I do is to a T. And only other corner hitting hardest in the UFC. Oh, Irish in my blood and all that money keep on doubling. I ain't tried to ball cause I ain't really one for fumbling. Made a couple ends, went gold, now I'm loving it. Drive through them all, can't stomach it. One time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put a trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please do not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home just to, nah, wait, second thought. Maybe take a trip down to Florida. Need to change the weather, Tennessee just wasn't warm enough. Son and everybody, they been eating out the formula. Everybody talking, but at least they ain't ignoring us. Ayy, reservations for 20 at Kosho. Like that iceberg, I'm tipping a boatload. Got incredible friends, yeah, they froze on. Taking hits on the one like I'm Soto. Catalog multiples of double digits. Staring at the number like it's double vision. That's what happens when you trust the vision, but keep it humble for the juxtaposition. I changed my life overnight with a couple decisions. Stay working like there's somebody who's coming to get it. And don't get caught up in the talking and the public opinion. Yeah, at different functions cause I'm functioning different. Ay, 1 time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put a trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please do not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home with the 4 of us.
Where the light at, remind me. If you looking for it, you know where to find me. You ain't paying for me, so you can't decline me. Can't go till the devil get behind me. Pray, throw it up, can't throw enough. Break bread with my people, we gon' pour it up. If your price too high, you ain't been low enough. If you ain't had a ooh-wee, then you can't run with us. What's the word? Look alive, what's the business? Ooh-wee. Can't believe God did it, ooh-wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping, ooh-wee. Can't believe God did it, ooh-wee.
Let me hear you if you still feel the vibe. Let me hear you when God did his job. Let me hear you when God on your side.
I was, my respect for the feminine, it was minimal. God gave me another heart, it was clinical. If you sick, invite him in, he the mineral. Then he gave the family dollars, he the general. Pull up, jump out, show love, and get back in. Moving his wheel forward like I ain't got it back in. They told me think about myself and get that dough. Shh, don't put your foot in your mouth, that's tic-tac-toe. Fishing for souls on the gram, I throw the real out. Try to get rid of God and you gon' take the real out. How you put in so much work and leave the skill out? Demon got you in a sunken place, tell him get out. Looking at my sin like when the waiters bring the bill out. Can't tap dance around the truth cause it's a slow dance. Trying to get the point in your head, it ain't a so end. We let go and let God, but when we pray we hold hands, you hear me? Look alive, what's the business, ooh-wee. Can't believe God did it, ooh-wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping, ooh-wee. Can't believe God did it, ooh-wee.
Let me hear you if you still feel the vibe.
Ooh-wee.
Let me hear you when God did his job.
Ooh-wee.
Let me hear you when God on your side.
Ooh-wee. I was, ooh-wee.
I've been thinking about the times I was tripping outside. Could've lost my mind, but you kept me. I just wanna say that I'ma stand on 10. Work hard, asking for mercy for the things I did. And I've been thinking about the climb to the top. How it really don't matter who gon' take my spot for real. And I just wanna say that I'ma give your props. Cause when it all fade away, you really all that I got for real.
Look alive, what's the business, ooh-wee. Can't believe God did it, ooh-wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping, ooh-wee. Can't believe God did it, ooh.